Let's use what we know to solve some problems now. And for all problems this week, you can kind of you can go by these two steps. It's always going to be a good idea to find your A over B value. You're broken all the way down, scale factor. This side length is 6, this side length is 10. I have a scale factor of 3/5. Find that A over B ratio. Then decide which ratio you want to use. So if the problem is asking about surface area, well, I don't want to use A over B, I want to use A squared over B squared. But I don't know what A squared over B squared is unless I find out what A over B is. So find the scale factor first, keep that in mind, find that, and then use whatever ratio would be the most useful. Problem 1. The area of the smaller triangle is 14 square units. The area of the larger triangle is what we're trying to find out. Step 1, find the A to B ratio. That's just when we're comparing side length to side length. What's the scale factor? It's a 3:6 ratio. So my scale factor is 1:2. This one's twice as big as that one. Step 2, use whatever ratio would be most useful. So since I'm talking about area, I'm not going to use 1/2 as my ratio. I'm going to use A squared over B squared because I want to compare areas. So if I'm comparing areas, that's a 1:4 ratio. All I did was 1 squared, 2 squared. I squared the top and the bottom. So if I compare the areas, it has to be a 1:4 ratio. And so using it just looks like setting up a proportion. That 1:4 has to be the proportion when I compare areas. The smaller one is 14. So I'm going to put 14 on top because the top is the smaller one on the left side. My unknown is right down here. So now it's a quick cross multiplication. 14 times 4 is 56. 1 times x is x. So you found your missing area to be 56 units squared. When you compare them, they have a 1:4 ratio, just like what you would expect.